Hi, good evening.
Bring the mic in towards you.
Bring the mic in towards me. How's that? Hi, good evening, and welcome to Painting with Lisa. I started the last time with this, and I wanted to do a happy painting, and what I was making was a skyline and the cliffs and the ocean and the rocks that the water comes around, and this is land. And I don't know if you can see any of that at all. This was going to be the sun here, but I just it's not translating, so I think I'm going to take it out and just let people imagine the sun has just set here, not just on the crest, because it's not working for me. And so I'm going to kind of edge it out a little bit, but here we go. That's the plan. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll just have to point out this. It's really not about this. It's this fabulous coat that I'm wearing. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at it. It's like a freaking work of art. If I put my hair up, you can see it has these leaves that go all the way around and flowers on the cuff. Okay, I got it at Hello Gorgeous in downtown Sherwood, Oregon, and I love that place, and so I was just sending out some props to that. It is a designer resale shop, so incredible deals and some really cute, interesting things. So if you're ever in Oregon, check it out. So back to Painting with Lisa. I'm going to fill my palette. And what I want to do here is green this out a little bit. So I need some green. Phthalo green. It's almost like my favorite color, phthalo blue. I'll have some of that. For hooker green. Nope. Hooker's green. That's what it's called. It's a really good green. See, there's that one. I wonder if you could see the colors of that very well. I could alter the lighting, or I can just bring it up and show you. How about I just bring it up every now and again? Okay, all right. Hooker green, and I got this awesome new brush set that I'm super excited about. I've decided I'm gonna take the plastic tubes off of them because I can't see what the brushes look like. There we go. Alright, I'm going to use this one. Okay. Get some of this good hooker's green up over here. I'm going to green this out. I'm thinking of putting like a little tree line, maybe. Tiny one. I think I need a bigger brush. There we go. This is one of my favorite brushes. Number 5. Also going to cover it up. Shouldn't have wet my brush before I went into the paint that time, because I'm looking for a full coverage. I might even look at a different paint. You know what I've got? I'm going to pull out my heavy body acrylic. There you go. Liquitex heavy body acrylic phthalo green. Next to this other phthalo green, and you can see the difference in the viscosity of the paint, and it will be less transparent. So I'm going to use some of that thick stuff. Yeah, I can load up on the brush. Ooh wee. That's all paint. I love thick paint sometimes. But that's going to make things appear closer to the viewer in the scene if it's too thick. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to put a lot of texture on something that's supposed to be far away. Or I hope I'm not. That's not my plan. It's like my plan not to. It's my anti-plan. How's that sound? So it's Sunday night. We had a nice visit with my son. I worked today for a few hours, and that was fun. And then we had my oldest son visits us on Sunday, which is so nice. So we spend Sunday with him and Lincoln, although he's been, playing online in his room with his friends because they hang out virtually now, even if they can hang out. Well, they can't necessarily hang out physically if, they don't have rides to come over or whatever. But I would provide that. But anyway, they're hanging out virtually, playing games together, laughing and talking, and just like if they were here. So, that's fine. Just filling in a little bit of green here. Happens to be on my brush. And I'm seeing places for it. I'm going to go back to that hooker's green because I like it. And I like saying it. So, this is up closer to the viewer. We're looking from this vantage point, as if we're standing like right where my paintbrush is, maybe. Like this. I'm looking. And these are the cliffs coming down. Stinking with this green an awful lot. I wonder if you can see if I'm doing anything at all. Is it changing for you? I don't like where I've painted with not enough paint on my brush, and you can still see little bits of the canvas beneath. I don't like that. Especially if I didn't put if I had put an underpainting, that'd be one thing, but I didn't. So I don't like any canvas to show if I can help it. So while I got green in my brush, I'm gonna, go over some of my greens. Fat phthalo. So Sunday was nice. And tomorrow is Martin Luther King Day. So thanks to his many sacrifices and things that we can learn from him, we also get the day off. Lincoln has no school, and my husband is home from work. So if you happen to have a job where you get Martin Luther King Day off, what are you going to do with your Monday? Hopefully, my husband will be busy installing our furnace. Hopefully, meaning it'll come in the mail tomorrow. Because if it was here, he'd certainly be doing it. I'm gonna focus on putting away laundry. And I'm gonna go work out in the morning. And I'm going to cook dinner at home. I have this chicken that if I don't cook it, I gotta put it in the freezer. I get meat anxiety. Anxiety about the meat in my refrigerator that I need to cook. And in which order. The idea of anything going bad gives me such anxiety that you wouldn't even believe. No, I mean, I'm exaggerating. It's not that much anxiety, but it concerns me plenty. Like I think about it a lot. That chicken in the fridge. So, guess what we're eating tomorrow? Come hell or high water. Chicken. Okay, edging this out. I need some umber, some dark browns here. Raw umber. I lost the lid to this. I hope it's not totally dry. Nope. There's still some in there. Raw umber. That's like a super dark brown. Why is that brown? Just is. So it's going to be brown there. It's just going to come down. At least I think it might for now. Okay. I can make it as wide as I want. Kind of a strip of color. So I'm doing like strips of color. I gotta not forget that that's what's going on. It's not a landscape. It is a landscape, but it's an abstract landscape made with strips of color. So no, I won't be drawing any tree lines. What was I thinking? Totally different kind of project. Okay. Strips of color. I want more colors. I want bronze, yellow, it says, but it doesn't look, that's not what I want. That's not what I want at all. I have to remember where the camera is now. At one time it was closer, and so it was easy. But now, whoops, I don't know where the heck I'm looking sometimes. I forget you are here because it's further away and I don't have my glasses on and I can't even hardly see it. So I'm just speaking into the corner. Makes me feel a little crazy, you know? So, anyway, bronzy, I want something. Bronze. How about, I want something bronzy. How about the color bronze? Let me look at it. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to mix some of that with some of this burnt umber to make a cool strip of color. I should be using my fat brush. I think I'll switch to it soon. Don't forget what you're doing, Lisa. Strips of color. But those strips could have different colors in them, you know what I mean? But the strips is the main thing. So I must remember that. It's not like a Monet kind of style. This is different for me. Kind of. I think what I'm going to do tomorrow is try to find a way to get my 13-year-old to talk to people's faces at some point during the day tomorrow. Let's see, come out of his room a little bit. It's nice and warm in there, though. Everyone's kind of holed up in small places. I'm really not one to talk. I'm not sitting in the great big living room or dining room. Right now, I am down in my workshop, which earlier I said is cold as hell in here. My husband said it's 60, what? What is the temperature?
In here, 68.
He says it's 68, but I don't believe it. Because I'm shivering and I have on a wool little coat here and a turtleneck sweater underneath that and a scarf around my neck and pants. Yes, I am wearing pants. I don't know if you can tell. These browns are coming out pretty. I'm going to use my fat brush. But I got these weird little things on it from those, can you see that? Can you see that now? This. I'm going to cut that off. Oh. I have this incense that I bought, and I love the smell of it, but I don't like it how quick it burns. Like, it's my last patchouli going. Oh, I should do this over here so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. That's better. Brown. With the bronze and the brown on the other side. So I'll load my brush. You know, I should be using a flathead brush since I'm making strips. Would make sense. This little green inlet there is causing a... It's okay. I'm going to add a little green back here. Look at. I'm gonna be slouching. That's terrible. I should sit up straight. On camera? My goodness. I gotta wear one of those back brace things under my clothes so I don't slouch so much. I'm a grown woman. I ought to know better. I ought to know better. Slouching like a child. Okay. This lavender grouping. We've got blue. lavender down here. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. Blue do I want that to be? Do I like that blue? I think I do. Need more greens coming down here. My head blocking everything? Or can you see this painting just fine? I hope everything's coming out okay. Oops, that's a little bit wet. Gotta control where that's gonna drip. Too much water on my brush. Too much water on my brush. Still saying things a little bit East Coasty. But I wanted this to be my first painting of 2020. I wanted it to be a happy painting. And that's all I knew when I really started this. Lots of color. Okay. Lavender. wish I had filmed more of this. More of my painting this. I did a lot of it to music though, and that's not allowed on YouTube. Unless you have to play like other people's music in the background of your entertainment. So I need to make that bluer. I liked that better bluer. So I need a blue. Let me look over here. Ultramarine blue? Maybe a smidge of it? Mixed with the purple? Give it a try, right? What I say about paint all the time is I love it because it's so forgiving. And I need a brighter blue. Sky blue, it says. What do I need that for? No, I don't. Getting away with myself. Running away with myself, or I don't know what I'm doing with myself. Mixing it with the lavender. Hello, we're live. Oh, it's just my husband. You already knew that. Good thing nothing terrible happened in his absence. Or I was saying, cut, cut, cut. And there was no one there to cut. Didn't even know. That looks pretty. I liked it a second ago. Now I'm thinking second thoughts about it. There we go. Okay. You know what? I did need blue, but not. I've got a lot of work to do here still. So I may have got a lot of color down on here, but I've got a lot of work to bring out the different layers yet. How long have we all been live? How long have we been live, dear?
What?
How long have you been live?
Not sure why.
I want to know.
I
Figure that out. Why? Oh, 37 minutes. 37 minutes. Okay, I just wanted to know where I was at with y'all.
Oh, you're right. There it is. 37.
How did my husband not know that? Yeah, those stupid sheets. Once you take them off, you can't ever get them right on again, you know? Without schmitching a little bit of the edges. Okay. Shouldn't work here. My browns. White. I want a little white. Better not get on my pants. I found brown pants finally. I've been on a search for just the right pair. I have found them. I'm not going to get paint on them. No, ma'am. No, sir. Where did I want this white? Oh, kind of in this green. If I had some deep story, now would be a good time to tell it. You know, some really good one. Sorry. I don't have a great story right now. Just painting. Waves need to be crashing around here. White. We need some white here. We need some white around here. This needs to be white. Like, it's coming around here, you know? That's what I think. It's coming around here. It's coming around. It's coming around here. It's coming around down here. Tell you what, folks. I need to listen to some music now. That's what my body's telling me. So I'm going to be done painting because I needed to paint when I painted, and now I need to listen to some music to wind down before bed. I enjoyed my time with you, and I am so grateful for your watching. I hope you have a great night. Good night.